What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, guys, let's take a look at some stocks today. Just a quick one. I'll go over more Sunday. So first, let's look at the S&P 500 because that's what we do best. So this has just been a big rally up. Was not expecting this. Look at that on the daily, coming up strong today. If we look at a brand new chart, because that's what we do here, so that way you don't see a bunch of complicated stuff. Let's clear this here, so I can indicate because I don't really use these at all. And I don't really use that, so I need to clear that. All right. Looking at the S&P 500 here real quick. On the daily, we were to draw a Fibonacci from over here down to here. I think that's correct. I guess it goes a little further down, right to there. Of all-time lows, or this year. All right, that's pretty close. So where are we? We are above the 618 technically. So if we used, so it's above that. So that's a good sign. We broke above that. That's fantastic. That's a good sign of recovery. Obviously, the 50% we bounced off there. So if we used big picture of the overall, right up here, looks like we're going to be targeting the $2,700 area in regards to the actual Fibonacci. But now that we get that out of the way, so we see where we are, possibly that's why we're bouncing off the 50%. As long as we stay above that, we are on our way up. Looking at it here on the 4-hour, let's see here, draw some support resistance. Where do we have to break? Where do we have to go? All right, guys, so if we look over here, this is going to be, we actually at a major area right now. Let's see here. If you see right there, this whole area is pretty major. Oops. So let's see some support resistance from, let's not even look at today. So there we are. Now we're back here. Get some better views. All right, here. This was a pretty strong consolidation area right over here. Right there at the 27 or 2612 to the 26. Let's see here. Where would be a good one? 26. $26.30, also another one. And right now we technically are in one. We need to break above this spot right here. Really, right there, 26.76. That's why silver got the 26.75. That makes sense. It touched there, rejected, touched, rejected, 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 rejected. That's a strong 26.75. That is the bad news bears. If we break that, we're good. We're looking good. Now, looking at if we come back for a pullback, if you wanted to play this on the uptrend, right there, 26.44. See how we rejected there, rejection. And really, I line these up with how many times it touches here. See how it's just touching there? Multiple times. We could even bring it up a little bit. That's pretty good. I mean, that's so close. 26.44, 45, 26.45. So those are our major spots we need to be looking out for. We are at a pretty significant one right now. That's why it's struggling, because of this spot right here. So let's see how many times it touched here. So really, if we were to do that, it would be, I'm lining it up with how many times. If you want to learn how to do this, just do this and then see where it's touched right there. Right there. The reason I put it there, it's a little above where we are now, is touch here, touch here, touch here. Never closed above it. Close above it there, but nothing crazy. Close above it there. Obviously, the 26.76 is going to be a major area, but if you were looking at a pullback, 26.70 would be the one. So let's see if that played out today. Sweet, we're tanking. Just kidding. Oh, we kind of are. This 15-minute. 26.70, that's what we drew before. See how it closed above that, but on the hourly did it? Nope, never closed above it. So that's a nice, if you check on the hourly, how much power does it have? Ooh, didn't do it. Didn't do it, guys. I'm sorry. So looking at it down here, looks like we're going to aim towards that 26. Okay, so that's 26.70. So next area, if we were looking at just the hourly, because that's still what I want to look at. I don't want to be looking at 15-minute unless you're scalping. This has the most level, the higher levels up, the more significance it has right there. That's a nice one right there. Let's see, where can I put it? Right there. 2650. Touch, 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 touch. Nice. That's a nice one. That's a good one. And if you even wanted to make this a zone, you could, because of supply and demand. So right there, I think that would be pretty significant right there. Yeah. Touch, touch, touch rejection. And then we're over here, we're kind of bouncing to 2649. So you could possibly make that small little zone there. Cool. Won't spend too much time, but that's going to be your area to look out for. And before that, actually bring this up to here. 2656. Is that really a great level? No, this one's going to be more significant there. 2657. So it looks like we're headed towards that. As long as we stay above 2657, we're still on an uptrend. That's pretty much the golden rule as of this moment. If it breaks down the hourly, then we are not making higher highs. We're technically just making a higher low. And that would be kind of like a diagonal. As you see, it's a higher low technically is what that is. So then we're headed back down to these areas here. As of right now, we're kind of just chopping back and forth. There's nothing really to be seen here that's really worthy of taking acknowledgement of. The reason we're chopping right here is because of this support here. That's 100% reason why. So right there. Yep, right there. 2662, and that's playing pretty good as of this moment. So that's why it's kind of chopping right there. If you wanted to buy it up every time it goes below that today, you would have been a winner. So that's something to take note of. Anyways, as of right now, markets I think we're going down. It's kind of being manipulated up. We definitely need a larger pullback than that. And if we were to draw Fibonacci really quick, sorry, I'm kind of going into this further than I wanted to. We definitely need to retrace 50% of this huge ass spike up. So right there. Looking at the hourly, 382 would put us at the 2550, about there. If you line it up to this support here, that's probably where we're headed up. 2550. Yep. So that's where we need to head back to for a healthy pullback to 382. Even if we pull back to 2600, that'd be nice as well. But we definitely, it didn't even pull back to that on the daily. So I just skyrocketed up right now. Looking at my good old friend natural gas on the hourly. Look at here. These are my zones for today. All right, let's zoom in a little bit more. I was in Ugaz last night. I played Ugaz the other day too, so I'm up pretty good on that. It is bullish in my eyes, but we're kind of having a tough time. I need to see a close above this on the hourly, like here. I got stopped out because it closed above here and it looked good, looked strong. But then it came up to here and just got rejected, and then they had this little like a doji, which on a higher time frame or higher point of the chart can be in a reversal signal. Came down, said, "Oh, this is too cheap." Brought it back up. Still hovering in my zone here. Need to really significantly just pull above it and really just bounce off the top of this and break the 3.2 really. 3.2 is going to be a hard spot for natural gas to break. If you wanted to scalp, you could go with the trend. I'd be playing Ugaz. I'm done. We're kind of at the higher point, so I mean, we're kind of just chopping here. If I was to enter anything right now at this exact second, I would enter Dgaz on a pop up to here, 3187, and I would have my stop right up here. So stop right here, actually. 3.208. You could even get it tighter though. 3.2. As long as we don't break the 3.2, this is technically a higher low. So will I be swinging this over the weekend? I don't think so. I don't know. If I swung, it'd be Ugaz. If I was just day trading, it'd be Dgaz for the quick pullback at this second. But still go with the trend. Wait for a pullback. Wait for it to enter in down here. The 3.15. That's a nice area. And then buy it back up. So natural gas looking bullish as always. Cool. My chart's looking good. So 15-minute, we're looking at CL, my zones here. All right. We were kind of consolidating this. I wasn't DWT last night up here. Sold it this morning. Came right to here, 53.19. Actually, I trailed it there. Came down, came up, stopped me out. Right now, it looks like another opportunity for DWT. I know silver doesn't like that, but technically, we're not really doing anything. This is kind of a 50-50. We're not, I guess we're making higher. Not really. We're exactly the same. If anything, we're making lower highs and higher lows, which is kind of just silly. So there's not really much of a play right now. If I was entering anything right now, it would be DWT. All right, next one. Let's look at JC. This was my biggest winner today. It was wonderful. Looking at, we'll go over here while it's loading. I entered in like 3 calls on GLD because I have every single time this chart has come down to this area. Right here. So every time we're down here, I buy calls on GLD and also enter Jnug. And it's getting kind of frustrating. Oh, sorry. This is S&P. There we go. Down here. Sorry about that. Every time we're in this area, this is my buy right here. This is a buy. So every time we're in this area, I bought gold calls. Right now, we're kind of overextended. We did reach new highs. Right now, we're at a pretty strong resistance right now. If anything, I would say we need to pull back, but gold does have a mind of its own. So that's that. We're overextended for gold. I mean, that went straight up. That was an insane move for gold. If this wants to load on the hourly. As of right now, though, let's get over here. Let's look at the daily. We are at the top of that. Yeah, we need to pull back for gold, and it'd be really nice if we pull back for gold right to the 1294 on this chart, or even right here. That'd be great. Let's see here. What has the most significance? Right there. Yeah, did it bounce there yet today? Okay, that's why it's keeping a support, the 1294. That makes sense. As long as we stay above that, that is solid for gold. If you aren't in this, I probably wouldn't. It's tough to enter that long, to be honest with you, at this moment, because you kind of missed the meat of the move. I already sold out because I'm going to wait for a pullback. So I would just wait for a pullback. If you do want to enter anything, you could enter JDSC because it did sell off, or GLD or DGLD for down, just for the pullback. But this thing, if it does rocket up, it's coming up to the 1303, this next area up here for gold. So gold is a buy because, I mean, it just wait for a pullback. Just wait for a pullback. Or wait for Monday. A lot can happen on gold. A lot depends on news for gold, which is the frustrating part about gold. So on this chart, where are we going to wait for a pullback to? Because we're holding this support. So look at my zones already. I haven't used this. 1295. Long at 1295. We hit 1300. Obviously, 1300 is a psychological point as well. Make this a little quicker here, guys. Let's finish up on my last ones. Tesla, awesome stock that I've been doing. Not an awesome stock, really a shitty company, but we're looking at it real quick. I am short Tesla right now. I shorted right here at the 298. These are old numbers. We talked about this in the last video. I entered here long at 298. It's funny. And now, guess what? It's a resistance. We are trending up, though. But I did what I did was I stopped out here, and then I re-entered down here in this zone here. The 283 is where I entered. Really, I believe I waited for it this time. I waited for the bounce and confirmation up. So I'm pretty sure I entered in at the 285 or 286 with this candle right here. And then I just been holding it till now through the 298. So if you were to go long Tesla, I would wait for it to come back down to the 293 and then long it there. If you're short, I would short it to 293 like I'm doing right now. That's it for Tesla. So short and then long it, and it's got to break the 300. It's got to stay above 295. If it stays above 295 at a close today, that's a strong close. If not, we're going to head back down, probably go sideways. AMD, way overextended today. I am shorting this right now too. Came up to my area here, short, add a second short here. Puts February 15th. Not sure what the strike or call is, but I'll probably sell them by that. I don't know. This thing is stupid. It is showing some strength, though. It is showing some strength, but we are at the top of this area here at the 2195. Next one would be 2263. So that's where AMD is headed. I'm short at this moment. I'll see how it closes depending on if I cut it. We're pretty overextended right now, but that doesn't matter. AMD likes to run. So I am short AMD at this moment. I think it needs to pull back to at least this support here, 21.29. So that is where I'm short too. Only other Apple. Everyone loves Apple. All right, so I am short Apple too at this top zone here. I shorted here right when we got to, actually, I believe I shorted at the 157.50. So I'm slightly out of the money right now. I'm in the money or break even. We'll see what happens. I think the market's going to pull back. I probably will not hold this one over the weekend though, because Apple's pretty beaten down. And what if I do, depending on how it closes, I'll probably just take my profit today. Especially if it bounces at the 157, that shows a lot of strength. So let's see. I believe we broke down everything we usually do as of right now. NVIDIA was the last one. I don't even know what the ticker is. It's pretty close resistance as well. But like I said, I'm going to break down some Forex on Sunday. So we'll do that, and I'll keep you guys updated. Try to do these more often. So natural gas, bullish. SPY, bullish. I wouldn't be tricked into that one too hard. And gold is definitely bullish, but I'd wait for a pullback. So look at that. Cool. This is why my puts are in the money. 27.60. And we just made this chart back. So let's see if we can look at if our zones are making sense right now on the 15. It broke that one. We're head down to 26.55. So 57. That'll be a nice one. Friday, take profits, guys. And I'll talk to you later. Just remember, Fridays, there's probably a good chance we're going to sell off the rest of the day. All right. Peace out, guys.